Hello everyone, welcome back to 9 Facts Studio. Today we will share with you some of the most interesting facts and the most beautiful curiosities about a wonderful place. We are talking about Norway. Norway is one of the most prosperous countries in the world in terms of population and one of the most beautiful Nordic countries. Let's learn some interesting facts together before traveling to Norway, and leave your comment about this country. The natural landscapes are wonderfully diverse. From the west coast fjords to the snow-covered mountains, a holiday to Norway takes you through all different seasons and geography. You can take a city break in Oslo or cross the Arctic Circle with a real northern adventure. Did you know you can even stay in a snow hotel? Let us a comment for that. You can see polar bears in the wild. You don't have to worry about this while roaming the streets of Oslo, of course. But head north to the Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard and it's a different story. The area is perfect for sightseeing other Arctic wildlife. This includes Svalbard's only native land mammals, the reindeer and Arctic fox, as well as birds, walruses and whales. It's one of the world's happiest countries. Unsurprisingly, Norway often appears in the top happiest countries in the world. The World Happiness Report, published by the Denmark-based Happiness Research Institute, proves that the Nordic country is not just a beautiful place, but also a happy one. Many other annual reports, such as the Global Peace Index, also state how Norway is a safe and peaceful country. There's a hop-on, hop-off cruise along the coast. Norway's coastline is one of the most beautiful and rugged coastlines in the world and spans 3 seas, the North Sea, Norwegian Sea, and Barents Sea. It is also one of the easiest to explore thanks to the Hurtigruten coastal voyage. The classic voyage is a one-way journey of roughly 1,255 kilometers, 780 miles, that will take you from Bergen in the south to Kirkenes in the north. The sun doesn't set in summer. In the northern parts of Norway, if you travel in summer you may be able to enjoy the benefits of the midnight sun. Admire the night scenery in the shining sun, with more daylight to take on outdoor activities and to live like a local. In the northern city of Tromsø, to give you an example, in the months of May and July, the sun only sets between 3 to 5 hours each night. In June, nearer the summer solstice, the sun doesn't set at all. Its capital is a modern art hub. Oslo, the capital of Norway, is an interesting blend of traditional Scandinavian design and modern influences. Having always been an art and cultural hub, this is the place to visit to discover modern Norwegian artists. The city is dotted with art galleries allowing you to dive into this creative world. From Akerbrugga Wharf to Juvholmen, the harbor side is an interesting area with art museums and stunning modern architecture. Road trips in Norway are virtually unbeatable. There are different ways to see Norway's natural beauty. You could travel by rail, by cruise or take on the road trip of a lifetime. Driving means being able to stop whenever you want to take in the incredible scenery. Adepts of the open road will also enjoy the hairpin bends and ascents, like those of the famous Trollstigen. But rest assured, the Norwegian roads have some of the highest safety standards in the world. You can hunt for the Northern Lights. Norway is one of the best locations in the world to see the Northern Lights. Northern Norway falls right in the middle of what is called the Northern Lights Belt, a zone which is known for its auroral frequency and intensity. To have the best chances of seeing them, make sure to head north during the winter, check the meteorological conditions and get out of the cities and towns. Also, stay up late as peak time is usually between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Norwegian cuisine is delicious. When you think of Norwegian cuisine, maybe nothing specific comes to mind. But trust us, you'll adore discovering and tasting it. The cities and towns are full of cool contemporary restaurants that focus on local and seasonal food. The whole country, as well as neighbors Sweden, Finland and Denmark, have a love of foraging. Norway's rail journeys are voted the best in Europe. One of the best ways to see the Scandinavian countries is by rail. And in Norway you'll be treated to some amazing journeys. This includes the Flam Railway, which has been deemed as one of the most beautiful railways in the world. Taking on a rail journey is a great way to see the scenery, particularly between Oslo and Bergen. You'll be able to admire the fjords and high mountains from the comfort of your seat. Norway knighted a king penguin. Who knew you could find a ranked Norwegian officer at the Edinburgh Zoo? King Penguin Sir Nils Olav was originally appointed as the mascot for the Norwegian Guard. He then quickly moved through the ranks, from corporal in 1982 to being knighted in 2008 and becoming brigadier in 2016. There are 2 official forms of written language. For those who live in Norway, Norwegian and Sami are the 2 official languages. But there are two ways of writing the Norwegian language, bokmål and nynorsk. Bokmål is based on written Danish, which was the official language of Norway for 400 years. Nynorsk was created in the 1850s, combining Western Norwegian regional dialects. The most widely used form is bokmål. A Viking became the first king of Norway. Called Harald Fairhair, this Viking warrior succeeded his father Halvdan the Black at the age of 10. One of the greatest Scandinavian warrior chiefs of his era, King Harald became the first king to claim sovereignty over all of Norway. Norwegians are pretty sporty people. With their spectacular winter season, it's no wonder that Norway holds the most medals of any countries for the Winter Olympics. Modern skiing was also pioneered by a Norwegian in the 19th century. You can visit the world's oldest ski museum, the Holmenkollen Ski Museum, near Oslo. A close link to the United Nations. Norway was indeed a founding member of the United Nations back in 1945. What's more, the first ever UN Secretary General was Norway's Minister of Foreign Affairs at the time, Trygve Lie. Norway has a sweet Christmas tradition. Every year, the Kingdom of Norway donates a Christmas tree to the UK. The Norwegian spruce stands proudly in Trafalgar Square in London. The annual tradition goes back to 1947 and is a token of gratitude for the British support to Norway during the Second World War.